Hello, yes, my toothache has fortunately subsided a bit, yes, I mean it's still there a little bit, but I'm hoping it will be okay. Something that I do have to tell you about is I did actually listen to the programme on Radio York yesterday about the possibility of Bootham Park Hospital closing down. And I noticed that they didn't mention Janice White, as you know, and I rang up several times and spoke to someone. I did actually ring up the 641 number, partly because I know that number quite well, and someone did answer. Because I used to work at Radio York actually, and people used to phone in to answer quiz questions, but like it was judged, like it wasn't the first one that rang that kind of got put through necessarily. It was like you had to judge whether I had to submit it to someone else to judge whether they might sound good on radio and stuff like that, or you know, that it might be kind of conducive to whatever was going on. Don't know, but yes, I rang several times yesterday and sort of reminded them, could they ask about Janice White. Now Janice was a friend of mine in Bootham Park Hospital, well, a fellow patient. The thing is, I went back to visit her. Once I'd been allowed out of Bootham Park Hospital, I went back to visit her well within visiting times, and they said that she was too ill for me to be able to see her. Now, I was at that stage presenting as a visitor, but there was one of the nurses there looking at me suspiciously and kind of still kind of taking details about me. She had a notepad with her and was like doing psychology on me, when, you know, all I was doing was going to visit a friend and to check that Janice was okay. So then yesterday, anyway, when I spoke to Radio York again, I said sort of also there is a problem that Mill Lodge, which is like a new unit or has been an old person's unit or whatever, which belongs to CAMHS, is actually quite dangerous as well, because like there have been occasions where no one can override the electricity that that kind of keeps the door, that, you know, and also they say that their central heating is all bound up with the central heating at the General Hospital, even though they're miles away actually, and that they cannot override it to turn off their own central heating or to put it on when they need it. So I told this to the man at Radio York answering the phone, and he said, well, I'll get back to you on that one. You know, I did keep listening for a mention of Janice White, and I didn't hear that one. So, don't know what's going on there. Okay then, bye for now. Bye.